guys, it's Sarah and I have my February book haul for you here today. So I have a handful of books, not too many. I am pretty much sticking to my read three before I can buy one plan that I had started earlier, actually more towards the beginning of this month. But I made a plan where I have to read 3 books before I can purchase one book because I have a ton of books, I don't have a ton of shelf space, and it was kind of starting to get a little bit out of hand. So that was one way that I plan to kind of start purging my bookshelves slowly and, just kind of make room for newer books as well. At the same time, I also implemented a one in, one out rule. So if I want to bring a book into my house, I have to be willing to get rid of one as well. And that's purely because I don't have a lot of shelf space and I don't have the funds right now to invest in some more bookshelves. So I kind of have to keep it under control right now. But it's been good because it actually has been making me really think about whether or not I want to keep a book on my shelf even after I read it. I think, is this something that I absolutely loved? Is it something I would read again? Is it something I want to loan out to my friends? Things like that. So it got me thinking about that a lot, and I actually was surprised at how many I was willing to let go of, and I felt good about it. And then I'm bringing in books that I'm pretty positive I'm going to love and maybe want to keep for the long haul. So without further ado, let me show you what I purchased. This first book was sent to me actually from a website called Blogging for Books, and I talked about this in my March TBR because I'm going to be reading it for March, and that is Hope Unfolding, and this is written by Becky Thompson. This is a faith-based book about motherhood and parenthood and things like that, and kind of integrating God into your life in those types of ways. So I'm excited to read this and do a review for it soon. The next book that I purchased, I actually got at Goodwill, and it's something that I've seen around quite a bit lately, and I was always kind of intrigued by it. Not enough to go and do a ton of research on it or anything, but I saw it and I was like, $2, might as well. That is The Best Yes, and this was written by Lisa TerKeurst. I don't know if I butchered that or not. This is a nonfiction, kind of a self-help-ish type thing about saying when you want to say yes to things and when you want to say no to things, and kind of deciding which one, making better decisions about saying yes to things. Because I'm one of those people who I say yes to a lot of stuff because I feel bad if I say no. So that's something I want to try to work on a little bit and not overwhelm myself and, do things like that. So I think that this can help, and I've heard it was good. So yeah, $2 at Goodwill. Another book that I got at Goodwill is Watership Down. This is written by Richard Adams. This is a book that I actually tried to read a long time ago. My sister loves this book, and she was telling me I need to read it. So she gave it to me in a mass market paperback, and I tried to read it, and I could not get into it. I don't know what it was. I don't even remember what it was. It was that long ago, but I don't know. I never finished it. I didn't even get very far. And so, but I hear a lot about this book. Still, this is an older book, but I still hear a lot about it. I don't know. Every time I see it, I'm always like, maybe I should try again. If my sister loved it, I should love it because we have very, very similar taste in books. So I saw this. It was a really nice, larger paperback, which I love. I don't have the other one that she had given me anymore anyway, so I grabbed it. So I'm going to give this one another try. Okay, so these next 4 books that I have 4 more left, and these books I purchased when I went on a girls' weekend out to Lubbock, and Lubbock is kind of one of the closer big cities near us. Well, I live in a small town, so we don't have like a Barnes & Noble or anything here. So when we went over there, we made sure to go to Barnes & Noble, so I got 3 books there. And then also we went to Costco after that, and I found this little devotional at Costco. It's 365 devotions to embrace what matters most. And it's basically like a daily thing, and it talks about different, big things in your life, like true encouragement, true acceptance, a righteous anger, hope for a new you, spend what you have, look behind you, things like that. So I just thought this was really cool, and it's really, really pretty. Like, this is a gorgeous little book. And it also has a bookmark, which is stuck. It has a bookmark in it, so that's pretty cool. So I think this would be something that's fun. I don't know if I would do it like every single day for a year or not. I might. But yeah, it's really, really, I don't know, it's really pretty and cute, and I really like it. And there's a place in the back for notes and stuff like that. But Yeah, I thought this was adorable. Okay, so now for Barnes & Noble. I got 3 books there. I went in looking for 2. I was like, there are 2 books that I know I need to get. I've read enough that I can get these 2 books. I'm ready for them. And then I found another one in the bargain section that I went ahead and grabbed too, and that one was Soulless by Gail Carriger. This is the first book in the Parasol Protectorate series, and this is a series that I hear a lot about. I hear a lot about this. I hear a lot of really good things about this. It's supposed to be like a, I want to say time travel, but I'm not sure. There's also vampires and werewolves and parasols, which says right here. So I don't know if it's time travel or not. If you read it, let me know if this involves time travel. I want to say it does, but I'm not 100% sure. But this is also supposed to be kind of like a steampunk type era book. But I've heard really good things. I've heard they're really good, witty, funny, and so I'm excited to try this first one out and see what I think. But I grabbed this in the bargain section for like $5 at Barnes & Noble. And these last 2 books are the ones that I went for, and I went knowing I was going to pick these up. And that is, they're heavy. The Name of the Wind and Wise Man's Fear by Patrick Rothfuss. This is book 1 and 2 in the Kingkiller Chronicles trilogy, which these are the only 2 out right now, and we don't have a date, I don't think, for the 3rd one yet. I think it's currently being written still, but a lot of people are very anxious because I believe this one was written like 5 years ago. So a lot of people are like, hurry up. These books are very long. They're very big, but I've also heard they are amazing. I've not heard a single bad thing about these books, like not a single bad thing about them. And this is something, it's a very high fantasy, it's a high fantasy, I believe, or an epic fantasy, you know, like an adult one. And this follows a guy who is, I don't know what to call him because I haven't read it, but I'm not sure. I think he was kind of like a celebrity type, like a hero, I guess. And he's actually telling his life story to a chronicler, and that chronicler is, you know, taking it all down. So that's kind of how these books are being followed, is from what I'm understanding. I think this is like day 1 and this is day 2, and of the chronicles of him telling his story. So that's what I've heard. I hope it's correct, but I'm very, very excited to get to these because I've literally heard nothing but good things. And I am planning to buddy read this with Maggie from Maggie Reads, although she just changed her YouTube name to A Memo for You, and Penelope from Penelope's Picks. So we're planning to buddy read this sometime this year, at least just the first one. I don't know when that's going to happen yet. We haven't set any timelines or anything like that, but as soon as they say go, I'm going to be ready. So I have the books now and I'm ready to go. But yes, so I'm very, very, very excited to read these. Okay guys, that's it. That is my book haul for February. Those are all the books that I purchased or received. And yeah, I'm very excited to get to all of these. So let me know what you guys purchased in February. If you've read any of these books that I have talked about here, please don't spoil anything for me. But I will be back again soon. I hope you guys have a great day. Bye.